What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Fight Like Hell podcast, episode 73. We're coming to you on a Thursday, October 20th in the year 2022. And you know why October 20th is special, Mr. Austin?
No, why is it special?
Think about it. You were in a messenger conversation today with someone who's very special to me.
That wasn't about the 20. What? I'm so confused.
Think about Facebook Messenger. What's the group message?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your mom's birthday is today.
Today is my mom's birthday.
I
Without
was
my
like,
mom
what are you talking about?
without my mom having a birthday, I wouldn't be here doing this podcast for the 73rd time with you.
I mean, it'd probably been better anyway. So
Probably would have, but no. Big shout out and happy birthday to my mother.
yes, happy birthday to her.
Yes. We made sure to wish her happy birthday. Oh shit, I forgot to call her.
You're the one that said you were gonna call her right after we got off the phone earlier. That's your fault.
I mean, like I text her and I said it first thing in the morning because I almost did it last night at midnight, and she thanked me for not doing that. But
yeah, she was. Well, yeah, because it was what 3 a.m. her time.
yeah, but I think what we'll do tonight is I'm gonna talk to Amanda and see if
Now my
she's
dad's
down.
calling me for some reason.
Yeah, see if
I put it on
she's
Do
down.
Not Disturb.
Yeah,
Hold on.
are you frozen?
Yes, I was frozen because my dad was calling me.
Oh,
Even though I
okay.
put it on Do Not Disturb, but apparently my dad still called me.
Dude, I used to run into the same fucking issue. This is why,
it's because I have him as emergency contact, so that's probably
I know.
why he was able to get through.
Do you have your old phone?
No,
you trade it in.
I didn't trade it in, but it's a long story.
Okay. Anyways, Austin, how the fuck are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Better.
Changed man, both
Yeah,
mentally,
we'll talk about
physically,
that.
and status wise in life.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So I guess we should get into our promos and then we'll get into this podcast and why it's just a special episode between you and I. First off, let's do our first promotion of the podcast. We have Invicta Coffee. Invicta Coffee is a veteran-owned coffee company out of the beautiful state of Arizona by our boy named Spencer. He does a lot of support for mental health awareness for veterans. And if you would love to save some money and get some great coffee down your throat, hot or cold, or however you like to ingest your coffee, dark, light,
whatever you like down your throat,
whatever you want down your throat without creamer.
Rob likes down his throat. So.
Yeah, a little bit of creamer, nice and warm with cream.
Rob likes his cream down his throat.
Yeah. I think we just made like a new sex promo for Spencer at Invicta. Anyways, if you guys want to save a little bit of cash, go over to Invicta. He did some recent revamping of his logos and some of his merch. Go ahead. And also, I think some of his bags finally came in so he can actually ship stuff out. I follow his stories almost every day because I actually like him as a human and a company. Go over there, use Fight Like Hell, all one word as a promo code, save a little bit. Fight Like Hell, all one word. Austin has disappeared again. Okay. While he's gone, I guess I'll go on to the next promo code. Need to tell your wife to tell your dad to stop calling you or something.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
mute yourself and do something while I do this next promo.
Oh, you're good.
All right. So the next promotion is for patriotcookies.co. That's our buddy Johnny B. Tack Fit over down in Florida, who's looking sexy as fuck and, being all big and buff and shit. And
doing the Patriot
games out there
with our last guest that we had on.
Yeah, correct. You threw me off for a sec. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, our local cookie dealer is Johnny B. Tack Fit, and he's the fucking man. Love that dude. If you want to go save 15% off of some fucking stout ass cookies. He's got one that just came out that's got like Butterfinger and shit in it. It looks so
Yeah, I'm
fucking
too
good.
fucking broke to afford those right now.
I'll buy you some for Christmas, maybe. Fuck, I
Don't
should
die.
during a cough drop.
Don't die.
I need like the cough button.
Rob's been
Anyways,
sucking too much dick and drinking too much coffee, you know.
go over to Fight Like Hell, or excuse me, go over to patriotcookies.co
Go over to
and
Fight Like Hell. I didn't know we
use
sold cookies.
use Fight Like Hell as a promo code, and you can get 15% off your cookies. All right, there we go. That was a struggle,
Okay.
and it was fun.
Okay. So how do we want to start this?
I guess we should do
Let's start
Weekend
this.
Adventure.
What's that weird colored thing on your hand, Rob?
Oh, this?
What is that?
That's a ring. So
Why are you wearing a ring, Rob?
Because I got married. No,
No, well,
I'm
you
just
didn't get
kidding.
married.
I didn't get married.
Not
I didn't
yet.
get married. No, but I did make a
You got married to
promise.
Allie, right?
Yeah. No. I did make a promise to Amanda if we ever got engaged, I would wear a ring too. Well, she wore her engagement ring. So last week, I actually proposed to Amanda. And yeah,
Who's that again?
Some amazing chick that lets me be her fiance now. I was going to say boyfriend, but yeah. And if I sound a little bit weird, by the way, I'm going to have to eventually let you just talk and go get water because like you talk about a couple things like maybe the SOS
I have
event.
nothing to talk. I have nothing to talk about.
You better talk about something. Entertain these people.
Okay. Well, hurry up. I will do my best to. Rob's gonna go die. I'll do my best to entertain you guys. I think this is the. Is this the? No, it's not. Okay, this is not the first podcast we've had since the 22 challenge. So, but yeah, for those of you just tuning in, like I said, we've been gone for the past week? I think week and a half, 2 weeks. We're getting into that of why we've been gone and what's been going on with Rob and why we haven't been here. But we had the Saber 6 Las Vegas meetup that was October. What was it? The 10th, 8th, 9th, or something like that. October. Let's see. Let me go look at a calendar real fast. Okay, that is not Water Rob, but that is okay. Rob is back. He didn't die. He did not grab water. That is not water.
It was quicker to just grab a Synergy kombucha, and
that is not water.
I took a shot of Robitussin as well.
You took a shot of whiskey. What?
Yep, whiskey. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So where were we, or what am I supposed to say next?
No. I was going to talk about So because where we last left off, you were headed to Vegas for the Saber 6 Las Vegas meetup. And how did that go?
Actually went really good. Considering that we didn't have a ton of people go.
You had like 100 people show up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. We had a handful of people go, and it was cool. It was very personal, and we ended up getting reservations at one of the Gordon Ramsay restaurants.
The buffet, right, or the lunch one, or whatever.
It's a pub. It's like a fish and chips pub, but they have the beef Wellington, which is the most decorative.
Super expensive.
Yeah, here let me see if I can pull it up.
I mean, it's one of the things he's known for is his beef Wellington.
Yeah, and that's what Mike had. Gordon Ramsay Pub and Grill.
Yeah, it's called Pub and Grill.
Yeah, let's see if I can do this. See if I remember how to do this.
I have it on my end. So.
Okay, if you want to share it, I'll I don't even know if there's anything cool to show. Like it's just showing like just a picture. I wanted to show
Yeah.
like the menu and stuff. But
Oh yeah.
for the fact that it was super easy to get a big tabletop, it
Well, I mean, it's not Hell's Kitchen. It's not like you're trying to get into Hell's Kitchen and like fucking day of.
yeah, but like all his restaurants are pretty fucking hard to get into. And this one was actually easier. They gave us like a private secluded spot in the back of the restaurant that had carpet, which was perfect because Buck brought his service dog Addie, and Allie was of course there. So it was nice to have like an area for the dogs to lay down that I didn't constantly feel like there's a lot of places in Vegas where it's overwhelming having a dog
Mhm.
because as you and I know, Allie got stepped on in Vegas and I
Yeah.
almost fought someone over it. And it was a complete accident, but that's a whole other story. So it was nice to have very high end food. Hang on.
Rob, I don't know if Rob's gonna make it this episode. He might die during this episode. We
Oh my
might get through
god.
this, maybe, maybe not.
Well, the thing is, like, be honest, could we have done the episode any other day up until this
Oh
point?
no.
Because as we get into the story, you'll find out why the
Yeah.
podcast didn't come out till today. So the Vegas meetup was pretty cool. One of the first things we did was the Gordon Ramsay dinner. It was a lot of fun. It was very private. The menu was excellent, and the prices were like mid expensive. So
Mhm.
like like in between $20 to $50 plates. Whereas when Amanda took me to Hell's Kitchen, I want to say like our bill was like well over $200. And then
Well, yeah, it's also like a top tier restaurant.
mhm. And then big shout out to Brewer's wife who actually paid for the entire dinner.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah, so you could have gone and
Mm.
you would have had dinner at least paid for.
Yeah, I didn't show up.
Yep,
I
yep,
was,
you were a punk. You didn't show
yep, I
up.
was punk. I didn't make it. I'm not gonna be in Vegas next year either, so that's okay.
It's okay. I'll be finding a new co-host or new podcast to start in 2023. It's going to be called Fight Like Hell Squared. Um,
Yeah, because you're a fucking square.
whatever. Times have changed. But the meetup was cool. We did that. We ended up going out on a couple hikes the next day at Red Rock. It was actually a lot fucking hotter than we anticipated out there. The first day we got there, it was in the 90s, like low
Mhm.
90s. Luckily, we stayed inside. And then out at Red Rock, it was like mid 80s, low 90s. So it's kind of rough on the dogs, to be honest. I don't think I would do like a meetup again at that place because it was just too much of a clusterfuck of
You talking about at
things
Red
to
Rocks or
do.
Las Vegas in general?
Las Vegas in general, like it just, I would rather set something up for the future where it's a meetup specifically for like a hike and a restaurant close by, hotel close by, because everything was like 20, 30 minutes away. And then it was agreeing on where we wanted to go and this and that. Everyone was super good sports about it.
Right.
And but there was a lot of downtime where we had to make decisions. And like one of the cool ones was uh, Amanda found like this really good Greek restaurant that we went to in between our hikes or after our hikes. And then
Mhm.
after that, like we didn't have anything really planned for the night. And oh, I should kind of like maybe mention something.
Yeah.
So about Buck and or should I
I
not
mean,
say it?
I I don't I don't know. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
Let's just say that um we had an extra guest show up from
For somebody.
for someone. His name
Might rhyme with
starts with a B
yuck.
and ends with uck, or might rhyme with yuck. Yeah, there we go. Might rhyme with yuck. And this person came out. We went to a comedy show. Um, there was a whole group of us, and one night we went to a comedy show. We met the headliner afterwards. He fell in love with fucking Allie. They were
I mean,
super
who doesn't?
cool. They were super cool with us. Like we had bought like 6 or 8 tickets or something like that. Or I think we bought 8 tickets.
Mhm.
And
Through
they
vet
gave
ticks.
us, yeah, through VetTix. And they gave us our own little like VIP section. That way Allie could sit on a couch instead of sitting on the ground and being crowded in with the crowd. Um, the headliner was super cool. I became friends with him on social media. He told me that he's done a lot with the USO. So
Mhm.
we're going to be seeing him again in November. I want to look him up real quick cuz I want to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
I gosh, can't like. All right.
Let's
So it
see.
was the LA Comedy Club,
Right.
and
You're not in
the
LA.
guy the guy's name is Butch Bradley Comedy.
Mhm.
Um, really cool dude. He wants to hang out with us again. He said he'll comp everyone on our hockey team because we're back out there in November for a hockey tournament.
Yeah.
And the comedy show was cool. The lunches we did were cool. And then the last thing that we did that was super cool was Mike came up with the idea of um, Top Golf. So we were able to get Top Golf for one night and rent it out a lane for 2 hours. And pretty much I paid for that just as like a thank you. And I guess, technically Amanda and I paid for it because,
Mhm.
what I spend, she spends, and what she spends, I spend. I don't know. All I kept saying was like during this like engagement process behind the scenes, because I don't think anyone on the podcast obviously knew. I
No.
was like, either Amanda's gonna say yes, or I'm gonna get a refund and buy a lot of drones and the new Apple Ultra watch.
Watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we only talked about that a couple times.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, so let's see what else. What ended up happening after that? We ended up flying back. So like the Vegas trip was pretty cool. Did
Mhm.
you did you do anything over the weekends, or
I
did you
did
just
not.
work on like sticker business stuff?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Um,
Same
you
as
suck at
usual.
life. Suck at life.
I didn't go to Vegas and I didn't do anything else.
I want to like pull up my page and like show.
Nobody cares about your page.
They all do.
Nope.
All right, we're
Nobody
doing
cares about
that.
your Instagram, Rob.
They all do. Share, present, share
Nope. I'm not
screen,
adding it. I'm not adding it.
share screen.
Don't add it.
There we go.
Denied. Nope, I can't add it.
Okay. So I end up as you guys
Well, let's
know,
talk. Well, actually, so what's before we get into this? Let's talk about what happened when you got back to Texas.
okay, well I need to stop sharing it then.
I
Pause
just
it.
paused it. I just did that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah. So
Good.
let's talk about what happened when you guys got back to Texas.
So Austin knew, her best friend knew, her mom knew, and my mom knew, and a couple close friends, and then also her friend Selena that flew out to hang out knew about the proposal.
Hmm.
And Austin spent probably like a week or two. It was a week, but it was like a solid week of
Yeah.
research on rings. And you helped me pick out the perfect fucking ring, which we'll show you guys in a little bit. Um and I was super stoked about like doing the proposal, but a couple things. I didn't want to do it when we first got back. I wanted to wait like a day or two.
Right. So
The
you can
problem,
decompress.
yeah, but the problem was when I got back from Vegas, within the first 36 hours of like being back in Houston, because we got in
Mhm.
late Monday night. We had all day Tuesday together off. And then Wednesday, she went back to work. I teleworked from her house. All of a sudden, I got sick as fuck. I mean, like 102 fever, just so fucking sick, miserable sick.
Mhm.
And I took a COVID test on Wednesday to find out that was COVID negative. So all my symptoms kind of like shined on that I had the flu. And I was begging Amanda, like, hey, when you get off work, can you like pick up meds for me? I'm like really sick. And she just kind of thought, like, man, he's not that sick. Whatever. He'll be okay.
He's faking it.
She comes home and all the stuff starts onsetting on her because we obviously picked it up from Vegas, or I picked it up in Vegas and passed it to her.
Mhm.
Either way, like, ironically, we're assuming that it happened on Monday because no one except for Selena, myself, and Amanda got sick. And we
Yeah,
were
because
all
Bug and
together.
Brewer didn't get sick, did they?
No, neither did Brewer's wife.
Yeah.
It was just us three. So we're
Mhm.
thinking we got it at the Bellagio on the Monday when we were all hanging out there.
Mhm.
But so now I'm sick and like super sick. And then Amanda
Yeah.
gets super sick to the point where both of us barely have energy to do anything. And the dogs still need to go downstairs to go to the bathroom. She lives in a high rise and
6 floors.
yeah, and she typically takes the stairs down. My ankle is swollen like crazy because of the flying, and I'm like out of energy. Like just walking the dogs destroys me. Like it would make me sleep for like 2 or 3 hours after like taking them down just to go potty.
Mhm.
So had to deal with all that and help Amanda out with that. Because ironically, like the first night, I was in a really bad spot. So Amanda took care of me and like, she made me a bubble bath. She got me medicine. She kind of just took care of me. And then within the next 12 to 16 hours, the next morning when we got up, she was sick as fuck.
Mhm.
And I got lucky where my fever broke the first night and I never went back. I think over 100. I think 100 was like the highest I went like later that week. But
Mhm.
Amanda was like at 102 for a long time and was sick as fuck. So I had to help take care of her. I had to help take care of the dogs. It was a fucking mess. So everyone's like freaking out and they're like, "Well, you're gonna
Yeah,
propose. You're gonna propose." And
yeah, because you called me Wednesday night. You're
yeah,
like, "Man, I can't do it." You're like, "I'm fucking super sick."
yeah,
And,
yeah,
and I was like, "Well," I was like, "Time's fucking running out, man. Like, you're going home on Sunday, so, like, it's gotta happen."
yeah. So there was a break on Thursday where I felt good. And if you don't mind, like bring up
I
the
mean, it was
screen share
Friday
now.
that you asked her.
Oh, Friday. It was Friday. Sorry. It was
I
all
was
a
like
blur.
I
Like
was like I
we
was
were
like, "You asked
so
her on
fucking
Friday."
sick because like, all right. So this just basically says that today was a big day. I started shopping for the perfect engagement ring about 5 weeks ago because I proposed to Amanda while making sure both Finn and Allie were involved.
Mhm.
Our pups.
Yeah.
So that's the ring. It's from James Allen. Very, very nice ring. And I put, how did you think it might have gone down? How would I have asked? Well, the answer was, and Austin helped me with this, get these like photoshopped. I made it a scavenger hunt that involved both Finn and Allie. And there were four clues. One was a note that I stuck on Finn, and it said, Mama, love can be wild and crazy, but always true to you. For your next clue, go to your shoes. Love Finnegan. So then she went to her shoes to find it. Meanwhile, oh, by the way, like I'm setting this stuff up on the fly because we're home together and sick as fuck together.
Yeah.
So I like invited, like I had to go to the bathroom or whatever. Like I was trying to pee and I'm pretending like I have to like go to the bathroom longer, like take a shit or something like that to like get the dogs to come to me so I can put the first thing on there while
On
she's getting
Finn.
ready because we're getting ready to go out for sushi or something like that. So she goes to her shoes and it says, "Love is walking for miles, days, months, years, and a lifetime with someone by your side. Thoughts of you constantly fill my head. Now look at the place you go to bed." Ironically, I had put this one underneath her pillow, the next clue, right as she was walking in. So she barely missed it. So she's going to get that. Meanwhile, I haven't even set up the camera that I had pre-set up a spot for the day before or like a couple days before. So I run out trying to get my phone on
You're like, stay.
and I'm like trying to get it all ready because there's only 2 more steps and I propose. So she reads the next one that's underneath her bed and it says, "Distance is what created us. It's what formed us, but it will not define us. If you would like to move to me, please go see Allie." Um, so
But
next
you
she
didn't
goes
even
to
have it
Allie.
on Allie.
I didn't have it on Allie because it was still in my pocket. So like we're both staring at Allie and I'm just like, "Oh no." And I pull it out of my pocket and I just like slide it underneath Allie. And the last note said, "Now one chapter has closed that started with me. Please go see my daddy. Love, Alieska," which is my dog's name. And then I took her into the next room.
Yeah. And now at this point, how bad were you shaking?
Well, I mean, you can't see it there that well,
No.
but I'm shaking like a fucking leaf. And that's
Yeah.
why like Amanda's like bending down and like kissing me like multiple times because I could not stop shaking. Like I was
Yeah.
so fucking nervous.
You told me you were shaking so bad you could barely get the words out.
I could barely get the words out. I kind of blanked on what exactly I was supposed to say. I was like, the dogs, they brought us together in love and this and that. And like I hit all the key notes that I wanted to. And then there's 3 things that I wanted to make sure that were included in the video shot. And Allie's down there. She was circling around,
Mhm.
and then Finn is jumping around, as you can see right there.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that. How jealous does Finn get of you and Amanda?
Whenever we're kissing each other, he tries to jump in between. Like
But
literally
why?
tries to
Well,
jump
what's he do? Because he doesn't just
because
do it to break
he
you guys
wants to
up.
kiss me. He wants to kiss me and not let her kiss me. So yeah, Finn's obsessed with kissing me. So he'll like butt his way in and get super jealous. We'll have to like do a video of it sometime. But
Yeah.
anyways, the third person that's actually in this or animal that's in this that a lot of people weren't privy to um, is Amanda had a dog before Finn, and she had
Hmm.
that dog for 17 years. Her name was
Right.
Daisy,
Yep.
and because Daisy passed away, she eventually got Finn, which also led to her finding me on Instagram and us getting
Yeah.
engaged. So all this story kind of like centers around Daisy. Me and my infinite wisdom of I don't know how the fuck I even thought of this, thought, hey, like it'd probably be cool as fuck to include Daisy in this. So behind us is a little area
On the
that she
shelf.
has like on the shelf is a little area that's been always dedicated to Daisy. So I made sure that when I proposed that we were back far enough that you could get Daisy in the shot, that way I could later tell her that even Daisy was a part of the engagement. And it meant a lot to her because
Yeah.
both of us are big dog people. And, you know, to me, Allie's everything to me. She's my soul dog. And to Amanda, Daisy was her soul dog. And she lost
Hmm.
Daisy, I think almost 2 years ago now, like a year and a half
Now she
ago.
just has to deal with this crazy Vishla.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, so like it it all went good. And then we went out for sushi.
Yeah.
There's the ring.
The ring is huge on her.
Yeah, I know. That's the benefit of having a tiny hand. But yeah, and then on the inside of the ring, you helped me actually do this.
Actually,
I
my
put,
wife is the one who actually came up with it.
I inscribed it with "Our adventure begins." So now we're gonna be using that as a hashtag for things. I think
Forever.
forever. And yeah,
Until she
so
gets sick of your bullshit.
and then there was a shout out from some fucking asshole
I know. Fuck
individual
that
number.
guy.
Yeah. Oh, there's little Finn right there. Actually,
There's Mr. Finn.
I don't know what the fuck's he doing.
Maybe. There
Finn's
you
so
go.
fucking cute.
Oh
Look at
yeah,
this little.
he's a tiny alley.
He's
He's a
so cute.
tiny, very rambunctious alley.
Oh yeah, but Allie like puts him in his place all the
Oh,
time. It's
but
kind of fun.
I mean, was talk about what happened when they first saw each other.
Oh, they were happy as fuck to see each other.
Like they were chasing each other back and forth.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing that he does when he like pushes toys at
He's like,
people.
what? What are you looking at? Are you looking at me, punk?
Yeah, he's a funny little dog. So
Oh yeah,
yeah,
he's a puppy. I mean, he's
he's a
super
puppy.
rambunctious.
He's got super dirt face a lot of times too.
Oh yeah, looks like you.
But
You know.
all right, well, yeah.
Okay,
So I
remove
got
that.
engaged, and
You
that's
did,
why I'm wearing a ring
and now
now.
I lost you to Amanda.
Pretty much, pretty
That's
much.
fun. Yeah, yeah. I told a friend of mine that you got engaged, and then they're like, "I'm sorry for your loss."
That's funny. It's kind of true.
I was like, yeah, yeah. Good luck with that. So the issue is, you're always. I don't know if it won't be like that, especially with our relationship. There's always gonna be times where you just fucking call me because you need something. Well, that and we do this fucking podcast. You know, I mean,
Yeah, yeah, and the future is definitely looking bright for the podcast. We have a handful of guests lined up that we're really excited that we're getting into next week. Actually,
yeah,
um, we got to confirm some people, but we have 3 different people lined up for you guys that are going to be
correct.
excellent fucking guests. And there's a couple other people that we're interested in asking as well. And other than that, I mean that kind of like gets us caught up to date. I had the fucking flu. I got engaged,
But
and the
you're feeling
Vegas
better
thing.
now.
I'm feeling better. And then this weekend should be fun. I'm hanging out with Everett, and I start my hockey season. Come here,
Yeah,
Allie.
but yeah, no, like I said, yeah, because I mean, you and Amanda have both been. Even well, when you got back from Texas, you seemed to get like a little bit worse. And now today you're definitely better because you called me yesterday and you're like, I don't want to do the podcast. And I was like, no doubt. I was like, you sound like shit, you know? So I'm glad you're feeling better today and we can actually, do this podcast after, like a week and a half, 2 weeks of no podcast.
Yeah, I know, right?
But
But
just
we
remember
might,
it's all Rob's fault. So
for a change, it was actually my fault. But we might have to get into ATI here shortly because
yeah,
otherwise you're
yeah,
going
I
to be
mean
by yourself. Because
it's gonna be
ALY wants to go outside.
yeah, no, like I said, this is just a super short episode, guys. We just want to give you an update of Rob is now off the market officially official.
I
Um
mean, I've been off the market since March,
well, I mean,
but
okay, but now it's actually official. Like
yeah,
it was
no, it's
official, but now it's like officially official. Now you
and
have a ring, okay?
yeah, and for those of you that are interested, we're going to talk about it more as it comes up, but we're thinking the marriage is going to happen sometime in November of 2023, right around
We're gonna
Veterans
have an
Day,
all out balls to the wall Las Vegas wedding.
possibly, but
We're
not
gonna have
really.
Elvis impersonators. We're gonna
Hmm.
invite Mike Tyson. We're gonna do everything.
Hmm. Exactly. No, we're looking forward to stuff, and to to be transparent with everyone too, since that's one of the things we do on the podcast. Part of the reason why I wanted to propose to Amanda is because she's considering uprooting her entire life as she knows it and taking a chance with moving her and her dog out here to Arizona. She has
Mhm.
a great job. She has a great career. She has friends. She has family, everything.
Well, she was born and
And
raised in Houston.
she was born outside of that area, but I mean, like
Okay,
somewhat
but
close
still
by.
born and
Like
raised in Texas.
exactly. So she's gonna leave everything behind to like take a chance with Allie and I. And
To
it was
move to
something that
some big hole in the
Austin.
ground.
It was something that like I had discussed with Austin. It was something that I had
Mhm.
discussed with my parents. It was something that I had discussed with her best friend Kat, and even her mother. That I think if she's gonna come all this way to be up here and live with me, we should be more than just boyfriend and girlfriend. Like she should get some sort of guarantee that like I'm looking towards the future. I'm looking towards like a forever thing, not just like, hey,
Mhm.
we're just doing this for fun. So
Yeah, because it's hard when you uproot everything and there's no like guarantee that it's gonna work out. You
yeah.
know, she could move there and a month later everything fall apart and she'd be screwed.
Oh yeah. And
At least with this, there's reassurance that the
that
everything's.
there's some
I
sort of
mean,
commitment.
yeah.
There's some sort of commitment beyond like boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's aiming towards
Mhm.
something. We got to get into ATI. Allie's gonna fucking lose it.
I was like, "This is too fucking early, Dad. You're doing this podcast at the wrong time."
I know, right?
Okay, yeah,
Uh,
let's get into ATI. If I mean, everybody knows the drill for the most part. We have a couple fucked up ones in here, a couple not fucked up ones. Um, so let's get into it. I'll start it off. Every time would you let's see, every time you have sex, it takes off one day of your life. How long do you have left?
Unfortunately, once Amanda moves up here, um, I'll be
You'll have sex
dying in
like
the
once a
year.
month.
I'll be dying in the year 2023, unfortunately, because I'm having a lot of sex. No, but I don't know, because like if it's talking about days, I'm assuming that like I could probably shave a couple years off my life. So
Yeah.
probably assuming like 2, maybe 3 years of my life.
2, 3 years left.
Yeah. No, 2, 3
Oh,
years
oh,
off my life. Off my
oh,
life.
oh, okay. I was like, you only have
Yeah.
2 to 3 years left.
Possibly.
How much sex have you had?
What about you?
Mm, well, I'm married, so no, no, I'm joking.
You don't have sex anymore, right?
uh, no, I mean, I don't know. I think well, it depends. Why does this start from like the day you were born, or is it like?
I think it's going off of now.
I mean, because I was like, when I was younger, I had a lot more sex. Um, but I don't know. Yeah, I'd say maybe like 2, 3 years, 4 years
Hmm.
off.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer for the ladies.
I think like a month off. No.
Would you rather have a head the size of a tennis ball or the size of a watermelon?
I'm gonna go with tennis ball, just because one, I don't want that big of a head as big of a watermelon. Two, I don't think there's hats that can fit that size of head.
I don't know if there's one that can fit tennis balls either.
I mean, you're more likely to find a hat that can fit that than a watermelon.
This is true. Yeah, I'm too egotistical to have a watermelon head,
I
so
mean,
I'm
you already
going
have a big enough ego. I
mhm.
mean, so
Tennis ball head it is. I had to lower my chair to pet
I
this
see
dog
that.
because he keeps whining every time I stop.
Mm, okay,
Oh,
next
another
what?
quick like random shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out or actually we'll do it at the end. I want to bring up like the NHL thing and show like
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
some of the retro stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
All
yeah,
right.
we'll talk about that. Okay. Would you rather your mom or your daughter be a famous porn star?
Mm.
You stopped petting her.
I know she walked too far away. Um, that's a tough one. Can I say daughter because I don't have one?
That doesn't work.
Mm. I guess my mom.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with mom. I mean, because
Yeah,
I look at it this way, like I think it would be easier if it was your mom.
then your daughter.
Because I always think it'd be like, hey, you have a hot mom.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, that's not like that's not as weird.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather come after 30 seconds
You
or
skipped one. You skipped
one?
like two there. You skipped two.
Oh,
The fuck?
oh,
You skipped two. What are you doing? You skipped two
I skipped,
questions.
I skipped a bunch. Would you
What are you
rather
doing?
die saving 10,000 strangers from a death knowing no one would ever know it was you, or live knowing everyone would know you decided not to save 10,000 people?
So I'd probably just rather die saving 10,000 people
Hmm.
because if if everyone knew you decided not to, you'd probably get hated on, ridiculed for like the rest of your life.
See,
So,
I have a solid answer for this.
okay, what's your answer?
Here's my solid answer.
Unless
If
you're like saving one person for the greater
if
good or whatever.
if my family or loved ones are involved, like if Allie's involved,
Yeah.
if Amanda's involved, if my mom's involved, anything like that within that 10,000 people, yeah, like fuck it, like 100% all in. If they're not though, I don't know. Like it's like I value life too much and have
Right.
surviving combat and everything and like doing my fair share of protecting this planet and being selfless and could have been a person that would have been a statistic in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Mhm.
I don't know if I would do it. Like I think it would depend scenario based. So if I had to pick one, I would say do it. But I'm hoping that like my family and friends are in there and I'm saving their
Or
lives in the process.
yeah.
Are
No,
in
I
there.
think I
Yeah.
think that's a good answer. I mean, it's definitely like scenario based. Like if it's 10,000 people I hate, then I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck them.
I mean, if Rob's in there, I mean, I don't care. I'll just let him die too. So.
Hmm. Bunch of like Flyers fans or something like that. Fuck them.
Yeah, a whole bunch of Lightning fans.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, it's probably a whole bunch of Canadians. Fuck them.
Hmm. Hmm. Let them
Would you
go.
okay? Would you rather have no fingers or no eyes?
Easy. No fingers.
Yeah, I don't know. How the fuck are you gonna pick up or do? How you gonna do anything?
You're gonna get a prosthetic. I'd rather be able to see things and figure out a way.
I see. I wasn't going the other way. I wasn't saying no eyes.
I mean, to each just their own. I enjoy
Yeah,
seeing
because
things.
no fingers would be rough.
It would suck, but no eyes is worse. You can't see shit.
I mean,
You're gonna be running
yeah.
into stuff like.
I'll just turn it into Daredevil.
No, I doubt that. You're not athletic enough.
That's rude.
I'm not a nice person.
I thought you were sweet and innocent. Come on.
No, that's your line. Um,
Okay, what's next?
would you rather come after 30 seconds or 1 hour?
See, I'm gonna go 30 seconds.
Same.
The 1 hour
You know
is way
why?
too fucking long.
1 hour is way too long. So, like, all right.
Way too long.
The other day, we were having.
I'm not trying to have a marathon fucking in there.
Yeah. No. No, because, like, at a certain point, from what I understand for a woman, and, from my perspective too, it becomes too much. Like, it hurts. Like you're just
Oh yeah, no.
smashing
After
body parts together. So
after
like,
an hour, you're like, okay, come on.
and honestly, if it came down to it and I couldn't get her off in 30 seconds, I have other ways. So just yeah, she would get hers, I would get mine, and if anything, we'd be saving time because you know sex is incredible with Amanda, but it's not like
It
here's
only
like
lasts 15 seconds, so
normally lasts about 20. Let's go with
oh,
the average.
okay.
No, but here's the thing, like it's a little bit personal, but fuck it, like I'm gonna say it. We almost didn't even have sex like after we got engaged because we were
Well,
both
'cause you guys felt
sick
like
as
shit.
fuck. And she was like super apologetic about it. And I'm like, yo, like, no, don't ever apologize for not being able to do something. One, like, I very much enjoy having sex with my fiance, Amanda. Like, she's incredible. She's got an amazing body. She's fun to have sex with. But
Yeah.
it's not why I only date her. Like, there's a lot of other reasons. There's a lot of other reasons why I want
Yeah.
to marry that girl.
My favorite one of the favorite quotes is I don't buy a house just because it has it just for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Same reason you don't date Amanda just to have for sex, you know. It's not the
And
only
same with
reason
your
you
wife, Jessica.
yeah.
Like there's it's more than that. And like I think that solidifies something in her head too that like okay, Rob isn't just in this for like the physical aspect of it. He
No,
wants more than that.
you're just with her for Finn. Don't lie.
I mean, it's partial. It's part Finn. Finn is definitely a part of the equation. But I would say she's in it for Allie then too.
Well, I mean, of course. I mean,
All right.
Allie's cuter anyway, so
Oh, it's a toss up, man. Like I think Allie's one of the cutest females, but I also think that
no,
Finn.
I was talking about I was cuter than you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, he's whining. All right, next
Okay.
question.
Next one. You can only hear one song for the rest of your life. Danger Zone, the Top Gun theme song, or In the Club by 50 Cent. That's easy. Easily Danger Zone.
See, I was gonna do In the Club by 50 Cent.
No, Danger Zone 100%.
Yeah, no, I would rather have like rap
Basically be like
playing.
my theme song. My theme song would be Danger Zone.
Maybe that you're about ready to
Yeah.
make it a danger zone.
Yeah.
Hi, you came back. Come here.
Oh,
Come
she
here.
always
Be on
comes
the
back.
pod. Come on, be on the pod.
What do you guys say about his engagement, Allie? What are your thoughts on being
Bullshit.
stuck with Amanda?
Nah, she's pretty happy.
Being stuck with Finn. What are your thoughts
I
on being
see
stuck with
like
Finn?
I think she likes Amanda more than Finn, if I'm being completely honest, because like Finn be driving her crazy sometimes. However, one thing that I would love to say about Finn, and if he was like a person that could understand, it would be super cool. That dog matured or learned so much from the last time that Allie saw him.
Mhm.
He he was a better dog. Like he had less like puppy tendencies. He understood how to play with Allie better. Like they didn't get in any fights. Um they just did good together and a lot of it is on Finn because like the way that he carries himself and you know the shit that he was doing like can really like if your dog's older sometimes they don't want to deal with like a wild crazy puppy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it was mainly Allie going over to him, being like, yo, let's fucking romp and roll and play and shit. So
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. All right.
Okay.
Let's
Last
get into
question.
this last question and then we'll talk about the NHL retro or we'll just close it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Would you rather eat your hair after cutting it, or eat your nails after cutting them?
Hair would be harder to ingest,
Oh,
but
100%.
I would rather eat hair. Like I think nails are
Yeah.
disgusting.
Oh yeah. It'd be way. Yeah. It'd be 100%.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. It's gonna be hair, but I'm
Like, do
gonna
you
have to
know
like
where Rob
drink
puts
it
his
down.
hands?
I know exactly, or the fact that they're too clean. Like, it's just you're eating like soap and disinfectant and shit.
Yeah.
So definitely
Okay.
hair.
That's it.
All right. Okay. Um, do we want to say anything about the NHL retro?
That's up to you. That's
I do.
you,
I
not
do.
me.
I do though. Like,
That's your shit, not me.
all right, make me like,
That's all you, Rob. I don't even know what you're talking about.
yeah, but like you do.
No idea. I don't even know what hockey is.
So let's do share screen.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Mr. Wannabe hockey player over here, you know.
So Vegas and all the NHL teams got their new
Yeah,
like
jerseys.
jersey, and this is the new Vegas one. I'm actually gonna pre-order it. Glows in the dark.
Yeah, the new retro Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, and
I like
all
the
the teams.
Avalanche's one better.
So
Like I thought the Avalanche jersey looks really good.
I want the other one.
What you looking at?
There it
It's
is. Adidas. Here it is.
yeah, yeah,
So check these out. So these are
yeah. There you go.
all of them. So this one is pretty cool. That's the Canucks.
Mm,
The Kings is whatever. The
weird.
Ducks
Yeah,
is
Ducks, of
decent.
course.
And then the Sharks is kind of cool. It
Sharks.
looks like the Chargers almost.
Uh
And then someone called this a popsicle stick, which I
huh.
thought was funny. And then one of
Let's see.
these, this
Yeah,
one
which
should
one?
have the Avalanche.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Coyotes one is sick.
This is Central Division. So
There's the
yeah, that one.
Avs.
I thought that one. I like the look of that one.
I just feel like they went kind of like lame for the Stanley Cup champs. Like, come on, give us
Yeah,
something a little bit better. The Canes one's pretty cool. The Capital one's okay. New York is reminds me of the '90s.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're
Same,
supposed to be. They're retro though. They're supposed to remind
yeah.
you of the '90s.
This one is fucking hilarious because I gotta like look it up. There was there was one that I DM'd you guys,
Yeah,
and
it was
it
the
was like making fun of the ones, but they're like,
yeah.
come on, you could have tried a little bit harder. Like really,
Oh
because
yeah,
it literally looks the same.
yeah.
New
I s- I saw someone make fun of the Islanders. I think you sent that to me or
yeah,
something.
Florida Panthers,
Yeah,
Canucks. Detroit's is kind of cool. The Red Wings.
yeah.
Lightning's is
The
pretty
Lightning.
dope. The
I
Toronto
think
Maple
Lightning's
Leafs.
kind of cool.
Yeah, Toronto Maple Leafs literally looks like their current jersey.
Yeah,
The Sabres are pretty dope. The Bruins are pretty dope.
yeah.
But yeah,
That's it,
so
man.
they
Yeah,
did a
like I said,
bunch.
yeah, and they all just teamed up with Adidas this year.
Yeah, well, Adidas has had the licensing for the
Mm-hmm.
jerseys for the past couple years.
What have they?
Um yeah, so because they had the licensing, they can do the alternate jerseys too.
Right.
So I thought it was pretty cool. And then the Vegas Knights already put out like which dates they're wearing the jerseys, whether they're on the road or not. So we're gonna
Right.
try to get one of the retro jerseys and go to one of those home games once Amanda's living out here.
Yeah, for sure. Hell, maybe they have a home game um when you're there in November.
They
Or
do,
no,
but we're playing around that
oh,
time, so we're not
oh, okay.
going because for whatever reason, like all right, and so last year,
Hmm.
the entire team went to a Vegas Knights game and it was fucking awesome. But the
Right.
problem is, I'm the only Vegas Knights fan, like true
Hmm.
fan. Like I love
Yeah.
the team. Them and the Avs are my two favorite teams. Um, no one else is Vegas Knights fans. So to them, it's an expensive ticket. It's an expensive night. It's a lot of drinking. It's a lot of partying
Of course.
for something that they already did last year, and it's not even their team. So
Mm-hmm.
everyone pretty much opted out of doing it. And then it was either we're going to have to play like a 7 a.m. game on Thursday, or we could play at the time that the Knights are playing, because a lot of people don't want to play during that time
Right.
because they would rather go see the professional game or whatever. Because we're actually
Right. Makes sense.
playing at their like practice rinks.
Yeah, their practice arena.
Both of them. They have like 2 or 3 of them that we're playing at, and they're fucking
Yeah.
nice rinks. They're really,
Well,
really nice
yeah,
rinks.
they're NHL.
Yeah. So stoked about that. Not stoked that I'm gonna miss that game. I don't know if they're doing a retro that night, but it doesn't even fucking matter because I'll be playing more than likely.
I'll just go watch it without you.
You're not even going.
What are you talking about? I'll be there. I have to be there next November.
Next November is like 3 weeks away.
I was talking about next year. Smart one.
Well, I'm talking about the next time that I'm going to be in Vegas, which is in like 3 weeks.
Well, yeah, I ain't gonna fucking be. I'm talking about next year, dumbass.
Oh, well, no, we'll go to a fucking Knights game then.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. They can get fucked. Like, they're going to be without a player.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Like, my wedding week, I don't care. Rob was
Fuck
drunk
you.
the entire fucking series.
I mean,
we'll have
pretty
to figure.
much. Me and you just get wasted.
Pretty much.
As long as you show up at the wedding, that's all that matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta show up. Because if me and you don't show up, we both might get murdered.
Probably. All right. I think we're good.
They're stuck in a hotel roof somewhere.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on all our socials. We appreciate and love you guys. Good to be back. And we look forward to our next week's guest. You got anything else?
Nope, man. Yeah, next week I think we have it on Tuesday. So
all right. Well, peace.
later.